Welcome back. More now on one of our top stories. Malaysia, as we've been reporting, has approved a new search for the missing flight MH370, which disappeared over the Indian Ocean more than 11 years ago. With more analysis, joining us live is Sky News aviation expert Byron Bailey. Byron, appreciate your time. Thanks so much. How confident are you that this search will finally find a wreckage?
Hello, Ashley. Yeah, we're very confident. The whole thing has changed. Firstly, in a meeting in May last year, the head of Ocean Infinity told Jeffrey Thomas of Airline News that Ocean Infinity will search until they find MH370. So regardless of the Malaysian contract, whether it's open-ended or a definite time period, we're pretty sure Ocean Infinity, with the latest technology, is going to find MH370. And there's a reason for the search being based now on new information. You see, the first 4 years, the three searches that happened and ended in 2018 were essentially based on the assumption that the pilots had been terminated over the South China Sea by a hypoxia event, and then the aircraft had meandered by itself for 7 hours and crashed in the southern Indian Ocean. So the search was based on that basis, and they never found anything. And we always thought at the time that the captain was in command. Well, information came forward in 2020 with former Prime Minister Tony Abbott admitting he had been told by the Malaysian Prime Minister a few days after the plane disappeared that it was murder-suicide by the captain. So especially a French consortium with Captain Blely and Jean-Luc Marchand and some really intelligent aerospace engineers reworked the whole scenario. And we've come up, or they have come up, with a ditching area of 36 South, just outside the original search area. So we're very confident if Ocean Infinity proceeds to that Blely Marchand area and searches, I think it'll be found in fairly short order, hopefully.
Yeah, we hope so. And of course, for the victims' families, they'd really obviously like that closure after so many years. It does remain as really one of the biggest mysteries of our time. If the wreckage is found, what happens next in terms of trying to access the information to tell us exactly what went on board?
Yeah, well, firstly, the evidence showed by analysis that the flap and flapper arm were torn off from the lower position, which meant the aircraft didn't crash, but was subject to a ditching, which in heavy seas at that latitude in the southern Indian Ocean would have broken it up badly. But the point is, the engines are very large and they should show up quite well. Once they find the wreckage, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Recovering the cockpit voice recorder probably won't say anything because it appears the captain was alone by himself for those 7 hours until he ditched. And the digital flight recorder, though, that should be able to just confirm what the latest consortium, especially from the French, have actually worked out. So, yeah, whether they're going to try and recover the black boxes, I don't know.
Byron Bailey, always appreciate your analysis. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will keep posted. Hopefully this search wraps up sooner rather than later. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Ashley.